Welcome to the 2025 NASCAR Spring Atlanta race for the weekend of February 21st through the 23rd of 2025. This weekend is the Cup Series Ambetter Health 400, the Xfinity Series Bennett Transportation and Logistics 250, and the Truck Series Freight 208. Last Friday was the Truck Series Fresh from Florida 250. In that race, we definitely saw some post-race drama as Parker Kligerman, my predicted winner Corey Heim, and Gio Ruggiero would see the field wrecking behind them, as Kligerman would take the checkered flag under caution. When the dust settled and the inspections were done, Kligerman was disqualified for being too low in the rear of his truck. Corey Heim would be declared the winner, with Gio Ruggiero second and Ty Majeski third. What a way for Corey Heim to get the victory at Daytona. Last Saturday in the Xfinity Series United Rentals 300 at Daytona, Austin Hill was the dominant car, but rear-end issues on his car would take him out of the race. So much for his four-peat. But winning 3 in a row is awesome in my book. My wild card of Jesse Love would lead at the white flag in overtime as the field was wrecking behind him, bringing out the yellow and giving Love his first win at Daytona. Sam Mayer was second, and my other wild card, Sheldon Creed, was third. Last Sunday, rain would delay the race after just 11 laps and made the 2025 Daytona 500 a night race. Christopher Bell, while leading, would get turned and hit the wall. This caused a multi-car wreck which included Ryan Preece for the second time, flipping on his roof before turning back over and hitting the outside wall. This wreck would bring the race to overtime. On the final lap, Cole Custer and Denny Hamlin would get into each other, causing a big wreck. William Byron and several other drivers would sneak through the carnage as William Byron got his second straight Daytona 500 victory. Tyler Reddick was second, followed by seven-time NASCAR champion Jimmy Johnson in third. Did you enjoy this race? Or are you tired of the fastest cars getting wrecked out at the Daytona 500? Let me know in the comments below. There is no practice this weekend for any of the races at Atlanta. I am not sure why that is the case, but it is. On Friday, February 21st at 3 p.m. Eastern Time is the Truck Series qualifying on FS1. The Xfinity Series qualifying is at 5 p.m. Eastern on the CW app, and it seems like that will be the case all season long. That is all for the events on Friday. On Saturday, Cup Series qualifying is at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Prime Video. Unless otherwise posted, will be that way for the rest of the season. The Truck Series Freight 208 will start off the Saturday doubleheader at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time on FS1. This is followed by the Xfinity Series Bennett Transportation and Logistics 250 at 5 p.m. Eastern Time on the CW network. For the season, you will not be able to stream the live races, but you can watch them on the app and next day. That is all for Saturday. The final race of the weekend is the Cup Series Ambetter Health 400 on Fox. That will be all for the NASCAR spring races at Atlanta Motor Speedway. The weather for Thursday is predicted to have an 80% chance of rain and snow in the Atlanta area. This will make for cold temperatures for the races this weekend. Friday will be partly sunny with a high near 47 and a low near 27. Saturday is more of the same with a high around 47 and a low around 31 degrees. Sunday is expected to be just a bit warmer with highs near 53 degrees and a low around 37 degrees. Looks like a good weekend to wear your warm winter gear. In the 2024 Spring Truck Race Freight 208 at Atlanta Motor Speedway, Cup driver Kyle Busch would lead the field to the checkered flag. Ty Majeski was second, and Corey Heim third. In the 2025 Freight 208 Truck Race, I have Kyle Busch as the winner. As of now, Kyle Busch has 66 career Truck Series wins. That is the most all-time of any driver. He is also the returning winner from last year's race. The first wild card is the 2024 Truck Series champion, third place finisher last weekend, and the second place finisher from last year's race, Ty Majeski. Majeski has a 5.3 average finish at this track in the last 3 races. All these stats are why he is a wild card this weekend. My second wild card is Corey Heim. Heim finished second in the Truck Series in 2024. was the winner of the Daytona race last weekend with the disqualification of Parker Kligerman, and he placed third in this race last year. Heim also won this race in 2022. Unless a wreck or mechanical issues take him out, I expect him to be in the front all race long. Although there are other drivers that could contend for the win, this is my top 3 for the weekend. Heim at this point is my pick for the truck champion this year. In the 2024 Xfinity Series Raptor King of Tough 250, Austin Hill started the season off with back-to-back wins. Chandler Smith was second, and Shane Van Gisbergen third. Smith is now in the Truck Series, and Van Gisbergen is in the Cup Series. In the 2025 Xfinity Series Bennett Transportation and Logistics 250, my winner prediction for the Xfinity race is Austin Hill. In 6 races since February 2022, Hill has won 4 of those races, including a sweep of the Atlanta races last year. His average finish in that span is 3rd. Nothing more needs to be said about Austin Hill's dominance at Atlanta. The first wild card is Jesse Love. Love won the pole for this race last season and finished 12th overall. Combine that with a spring 2024 Talladega victory and last week's win at Daytona, and several poles as a rookie. Love has a solid chance of winning this weekend. The last wild card, and not to repeat myself from last week, is Sheldon Creed. Creed was 3rd last week in Daytona. Creed finished 4th at this race last season. 5 of 6 Speedway races were top 10s for Creed last year, resulting in an average finish of 8.16 on those tracks. Those are some solid and consistent numbers for anyone on those tracks, in my opinion. I think that Creed has a solid chance of contending for a championship this season, even his first Xfinity victory on Saturday. In the 2024 Cup Series and Better Health 400 at Atlanta Motor Speedway, we had, at that time, the closest NASCAR finish ever. It was a drag race to the finish between Kyle Busch, Ryan Blaney, and Daniel Suarez. Suarez would win by 3/1000ths of a second. NASCAR even had a documentary made about that aired during the Daytona weekend. Ryan Blaney was second, and Kyle Busch third. In the 2025 and Better Health 400, I have Joey Logano winning. He was very fast at Daytona but got in a wreck which ended his day. I think he can take that speed to victory lane on Sunday. Logano has 2 wins in the last 6 races at Atlanta with a total of 3 top 10s and an average finish since February of 2022 of 13.7. The first wild card is Daniel Suarez. In the last 6 races at Atlanta, Suarez has 5 top 10s, 4 top 5s, and the incredible win last year. He has the second highest average finish at Atlanta among active drivers at 7.3 in those races. The second wild card is the second place finisher from last year, Ryan Blaney. Blaney has the highest average finish at this track amongst active drivers since February of 2022 at 7.2. He has 3 top 5s and 5 top 10s in that span. I don't know if we will see a repeat of the thrilling finish from last year, but it should be a great race in my opinion. Let me know who you think will win in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching.